Hey, we got suspicions on the internet. People saying Boosie cousin robbed or tried to rob and killed Duke the Jeweler, who was from Chicago. Me, I don't know. I'm saying I ain't with that shit. I ain't the police, nothing like that. But shit, what y'all think? Y'all think it's true? Y'all think they just pushing? Y'all think cause it's Boosie, they like, fuck it, we just gonna put it on him. He known for shit like that. You let me know.
Hey, the internet, y'all got us all the way up, man. We met that dude, Duke the Jeweler, the night before. We was gambling. The next day, dude followed us to the concert. When we left out the concert, we under the garage. Dude went to his car by himself and walked down to the parking lot. That's when somebody tried to rob him and killed the dude. What the hell my 19-year-old cousin gonna try to rob and kill somebody? Bro, we getting money, man. We getting fucking money. That ain't our stilo. As a boss, I ain't letting that go down like that, man. This dude finna make me a piece. So y'all need to kill that. That's bad low, man. Don't put us in nothing with no bad low. It's bad low, man. This shit bad low, man. Straight up, this shit bad low. Kill it.
In 2015, Boosie Badazz paid $250,000 for 88 acres of raw Georgia land. No mansion, no lake, no roads. Just trees and dirt and a vision that most people couldn't have imagined standing there looking at it. Today, that same property is estimated at $12 million and up, a fully built private compound with a 26,000 square foot mansion, a man-made lake, a private nightclub, a bowling alley, 3 swimming pools and separate houses for each of his kids, and a home being built for his mother. He literally called it Boosie Town. This is the full breakdown of how he built it, what's inside, and why this story hits different from every other rapper mansion tour you've ever seen. To understand what Boosie built, you have to understand where he started. Torrance Ivy Hatch Jr. was born November 14, 1982, in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. His father left the house when Boosie was around 11 and died when he was 14. His mother, Connie Hatch, a school nurse who later became a middle school teacher, was the one holding the family together. And on top of navigating poverty in the streets of Baton Rouge, Boosie was managing type 1 diabetes from childhood. Real medical condition, real daily management, real streets around him, no safety net. He found his escape through music. He connected with local rapper C-Lock through his cousin Young Bleed and got introduced to the Concentration Camp Collective in the late 90s. Made his debut on C-Lock's 5th album in 2000, had a legitimate basketball scholarship offer, gave it up to keep rapping, and in 2000 dropped his debut project, Youngest of the Camp. Over 10,000 units sold independently with no label and no budget. The talent was real from day one. After signing with Trill Entertainment in the early 2000s, the career took off completely. His 2006 album Badazz put him on the national map. The sound was different, gritty, raw, emotionally honest. He was rapping his diary and people felt it. Since then, he's released 10 studio albums and 42 mixtapes. 42. That catalog is generating passive streaming income on Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube every single day around the clock, whether he touches a microphone or not. His live shows are concert events. 2 decades of fan base loyalty translating directly into sold-out tickets and merch moved at every date. But the artist money was always just the foundation. Boosie understood early that you make money as a rapper and generational money as a business owner. He launched Badazz Music Syndicate, his own label, run alongside his brother TQ Hatch, signing artists including OG Dre, Tootie Raw, and Quick Badazz. When you own the label, every stream your artist get, every show they book, a percentage of that comes back to you. That's the shift from artist to mogul. In 2013, he launched Jewel House, his own clothing and accessories brand built around his aesthetic. Street fashion with authentic Southern energy that has survived years past the typical album hype cycle. He's done brand endorsements, promotional deals, acting appearances in multiple films. His DJ Vlad interviews pull millions and millions of views, keeping new fans discovering his catalog constantly. Music catalog, label revenue, clothing line, brand deals, acting, YouTube. all of it running simultaneously. That's how you build a machine that never stops generating. And that machine is what funded the most important investment of his life. In 2015, Boosie purchased 88 acres of raw, undeveloped land in Palmetto, Georgia, Fulton County, about 30 miles southwest of Atlanta. Not a fancy suburb, not a gated community. Raw land, and he paid $250,000 for it. Let that number sit for a second. On Los Angeles, $250,000 barely gets you a parking space in a decent neighborhood. In Georgia in 2015, it got Boosie 88 football fields worth of land near one of the fastest-growing metropolitan areas in the entire United States. He saw what most people couldn't see standing in that field, a city, his city. He didn't flip it. He built it slowly, methodically, year after year, adding and expanding until what started as 88 acres of dirt became Boosie Town. The current estimated value sits at $12 million or higher. From $250, zero zone to $12 million on raw land he envisioned and built from the ground up himself. That is not a come up, that is a masterclass. The centerpiece is the main mansion. 26,000 square feet that people have nicknamed the Batman Mansion. For reference, the average American home is around 2,500 square feet. This man's house is 10 times larger, 13 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, and spaces inside that most people have never seen in a private residence. The private nightclub is fully equipped. Lights, sound system, the works. Boosie doesn't go out to party. The party comes to him. There's a full bowling alley, a full-size basketball court. He had a legitimate college scholarship offer for basketball. He just brought the court home instead. 3 swimming pools on the property. Because one wasn't enough. A professional recording studio inside the house, so when inspiration hits at 3 a.m., walks down the hallway and lays it down. A sneaker room, temperature-controlled, each pair displayed under spotlights like a private museum, for a collection that is legendary. A boxing gym, a salon where the barber comes to him, a private elevator, because when your house is 26,000 square feet, you genuinely need one to get around. And then the memory room. A room dedicated to photos and memorabilia honoring the people he's lost along the way. In a house full of every luxury imaginable, this room is about heart, about not forgetting where you came from and who you lost to get here. That room tells you everything about who Boosie actually is underneath the empire. Outside, the property is equally insane. Lake Badass is a 6-acre man-made lake that Boosie had built because, and this is real, he got tired of fishing at other people's lakes. He brought in bulldozers, cleared the land, dug it out, connected it to an existing creek, stocked it with catfish, bass, crappie, and bluegill, and posted a video on Instagram with the caption, "Mama, I got a lake." Then he named the body of water after himself. There is a go-kart track on the grounds, and Boosie is actively building separate individual homes on the property for each of his 8 children. He wants them growing up on the land with their own space, learning independence while staying close. His mother's home is being built on the same property. The woman who worked as a school nurse and held the family together is going to live on the land where her son built an empire. The garage is a statement all on its own. Rolls-Royce Cullinan, Lamborghini Urus, Mercedes Maybach S650, Bentley Bentayga, Corvette C8, and a 1970 Chevrolet Classic muscle car sitting right next to 6-figure modern machines. That 1970 Chevy is the whole story. Boosie keeps his roots, no matter how far he goes. Multiple vehicles customized in his signature money green and other loud colors that announce him before you even see who's driving. The jewelry collection runs in the same direction. Diamond chains, diamond-encrusted watches, rings, bracelets, estimated in the $1 million range total. Loud, unapologetic, not built to fit anyone else's standard. Now here's the part that makes all of it mean something different. Everything we just walked through was built around 2 of the most serious adversity situations any rapper in hip-hop history has had to navigate. In 2008, Boosie was arrested on narcotic and firearm charges, pleaded guilty, and his sentence was extended after a probation violation. Then, in 2010, he was indicted on first-degree murder charges, a case that could have taken the rest of his life. He sat in a Louisiana prison not knowing if he would ever come home. In 2012, the not guilty verdict came back and he walked out. He was released in 2014. changed his name from Lil Boosie to Boosie Badazz to mark the new chapter. Then came kidney cancer. On top of type 1 diabetes, he had been managing since childhood. This man has faced legal situations that could have locked him away forever, and physical conditions that could have ended him. And he kept building. Had surgery, recovered, kept making music, kept expanding the compound, and kept showing up. The mansion is real, the lake is real, the cars, the jewelry, the nightclub, the bowling alley, all of it is real. But the thing that makes it mean something is why he built it. He didn't build this to impress strangers on the internet. He built it so his children would never know the fear and the scarcity he grew up with. He built it so his mother would be comfortable for the rest of her life. He built it to break a generational cycle that started long before he was born. A kid from Baton Rouge who lost his father at 14, managed diabetes his whole life, went to prison, beat a murder charge, survived cancer, and turned a $250 Zoo's own land purchase into a $12 million private city. That's the real Boosie Badazz empire. And that's why it matters. Drop a comment. What was the craziest thing in this breakdown? The $250K land deal, Lake Badass, or something else?